So what's your name? Yullbrenna.
Ah, fresh meat!
Alright, hey everybody, Yullbrenna here with another Ability Arena gameplay video. We did Counter Terrorist last time, so I think I'm going to go and play Terrorist this time. Terrorist, I think, is one of those gods that's solid B, A-tier god, and is actually half economy god. So you can see at the beginning of the round, a bomb is planted, and based off of your shop level, it will eventually explode. If you lose and the bomb's defused, your enemy gets gold. But if the bomb explodes and you win the round, then you will get 3 gold at the start of next round. So you can see my opponent won that round, so they're going to go ahead and get the 3 gold. This god is all about snowballing. You want to continue getting that 3 gold, making sure that you are, getting that extra little bit and getting that extra economy. For the start, I'm really just picking up a few good spells that I'm finding. It's not working out real well. I don't have a lot of sustain. So I'm going to go ahead and level up shop. The bomb timer gets lower as you level up shop, which you want the bomb to go off and do that damage sooner. And so I've got Fiery Souls. I'm going to go ahead and pick up Death Pulse with it as well. I need some healing to keep my Void Spirit alive as he gets to the backline, so I'm going to try and turn this around. Still struggling here, just picking up other spells that might help. Finding Essence Shift, always a good spell. And I want to gain Fiery Souls. I need to get some damage in play, so that's why I grabbed Arc Lightning plus Fiery Souls. I like Luminosity a lot more than I like Feast, so that's why I sold Feast, and I'm going the Luminosity route. Bomb exploded, and I won the round, so getting my first extra 3 gold, which is huge. I need a little bit more frontline to protect a lot of my units, and I'm going to go ahead pick up Counter Helix, Vacuum, hopefully do some damage that way, and then of course pick up the Value Point and Cold Embrace. Solid spell to get almost any time, so always recommend picking that up. So still picking up spells. I'm finding a lot of things that I like. A lot of Overpower, a lot of Essence Shift showing up too. I kind of just need a little bit of survivability on my Void Spirit at the moment, and to get him protecting it. I'm staying with Void Spirit. I'm kind of seeing how the innate works, see if it can be beneficial. If you were wondering why I'm sticking with Void Spirit. I had someone ask me about it, see if it was a good innate, so decided to stick with it. In regards to the Terrorist god, this is really a god you could pick anytime. I prefer to pick it when I have some healing involved or some tankiness, because you're going to want to survive. You've got the explosion to your opponents, you want to outlast them, you want to make sure the bomb goes off, so a kind of a less of a burst build and more of a healing, outlasting build. Still struggling a little bit. Void Spirit's really my only damage. I don't have a lot of magic damage, but I plan on bringing that into play, and I need that survivability. I think Dagon, with that spell Lifesteal, you can always put that on a few units, so I really like going that route with the Dagon. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up some more survivability. I need Borrowed Time, I need a few of these spells, so I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. The Dagon should go on my Witch Doctor. Of course, sometimes I forget. I was so busy building my units, I forgot about it. I got it on now. His units are really close together thanks to Vacuum, and positioning, so Pudge is actually helping out with some damage, and the Arc Lightning is doing some work. So I kind of wanted to do a Fiery Souls build and include Dragon Form, so that's why I'm grabbing Juggernaut. In the meantime, I also have the Essence Shift. I'm trying to figure out if I want to put it on him as well. So Juggernaut makes the most sense for the time being. Again, I'm going to grab Nasal Goo because eventually Fiery Souls will go on him. So the bomb did go off. Unfortunately, none of my units really survived that one. But I am seeing some more heals, so I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. And I definitely need some more backline damage, so perhaps I use the Phantom Strike with the Essence Shift. That's currently the plan. But we'll see how it goes. I need to add a little bit more magic damage, I think, and of course survivability. So let's see if I can pick this up. Pick this up. Alright, still not going well. I don't need to go max shop yet. I'm still figuring out my build. I found Unleash. That should be a good way to build up stacks for Essence Shift. And I did find Omni Slash too, so that's also a good one to pick up. Don't know if I like having both, especially both units going to the backline. My Juggernaut build still requires some work, so I'm trying to figure out how I want to finish off both the builds for the Void Spirit and the Juggernaut. Just surviving a lot, allowing a lot of my units to get off their damage. The bomb goes off, and I get more free gold. So, Tearblade, also another unit I could use Dragon Form with. I also like the Essence Shift build, so I think I'm going to put Unleash and Essence Shift on him. And I'll give Eye of the Storm to probably one of my other units. Unleash showing up again, so definitely need to put that on the back line. And finding good spots in Luminosity as well. Almost a super on that. Okay, finally Dragon Form shows up, so I'll throw that on the Juggernaut. And I think I need to switch up the Void Spirit build. It's a little wonky right now. I don't think it's working, so I'll go ahead and it'll be more of a magic damage, get into the backline disruption with the Rolling Boulder. Alright, let's see if this switch up will work. Definitely not doing well right now, but hopefully this helps. Bomb goes off, does a lot of damage, my units survive. So that worked out a lot better than my other builds. Finally got the Dragon Form, which I think helps a lot because I was having a lot of frontline damage and they were just getting blown up. And now Juggernaut's on the staying on the backline. Overpower did pop for me, but I think I just unleashes way more burst damage, and I don't have a lot of burst damage, so I think I'm going to rely on the Unleash combo to be my main source of having some sort of burst damage so I can turn the tide on these fights. Juggernaut gets jumped, but Cold Embrace plus the Hand of God helps out on the heals, and he stays alive. He can do some damage. So I want the bomb to go off sooner, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade Chop. I do have some heals, so I should be able to outlast my enemy, and hopefully when the bomb goes off, I can just finish him off. Again, I've got Unleash. I don't really need Overpower at this time. And even more Unleash showing up. The backline kind of getting torn up. Luckily, the healing from Juggernaut, he survives. And I managed to destroy his backline pretty well. So I should be able to finish this off. Good stun and disarm. Really good build from Void Spirit. I like how that's working out. And I'll get Abyssal Blade. I think that'll work out really well on the Tearblade build. Just adding more stuns and more damage. You can see my 3 builds that I'm focused on are the Void Spirit, of course the Juggernaut build. I don't need to go past 3 on Fiery Souls, only getting 1 point in Nasal Glue just to build stacks. But the Dragon Form and the Sidekick should help with damage and survivability. And then of course you have the Tearblade build, which is working out really well so far. Juggernaut manages to survive again. He's getting jumped a lot, but he's doing really well surviving. So really happy with this build. It's a simple build, doesn't require a lot of points. You know, I'm just focusing on Sidekick and Dragon Form for that. On a win streak now, really since Dragon Form has come up, I haven't been losing, so the build finally came into play, and see if we can continue it. Void Spirit doing really well surviving on that one, and the bomb went off, more gold, so this is where this winning streak is really coming into play, because now I'm stacking up the gold a lot. Finding Luminosity Gaben huge. I love Luminosity, it's a great spell, and using it on Unleash, he's going to be healing for a lot and doing a lot of damage with those crits. Really tough with my backline blown up, but Juggernaut manages to survive, and he's healing up, and he gets the win. So continuing that winning streak, getting more gold, really big. Going for Arc Lightning. Honestly, I wouldn't mind putting Arc Lightning eventually on my Juggernaut, so we'll see how that goes. And getting Dragon Form to level 6. So level 6, he's going to get that splash damage from the Frost Dragon. So pretty big upgrade, and with Vacuum, maybe that'll combo well for some splash damage. Prolonged fight, bomb goes off, and it did really well. I also switched the Dagon onto my Void Spirit. I think that's a good call with Eye of the Storm and his other spells. He's surviving pretty well, and yeah, just gives him more survivability. I think Dagon plus Eye of the Storm is a pretty nice spell. Also getting Vacuum to Gaben huge. Pudge sometimes has a tough time getting off his spells because he's just focused right at the start, but he does have Borrowed Time. If he can get that off, I think it'll add some good damage to the start. Good chaos. You can see the power of the bomb going off. Really helps in the damage department when you need to finish off those fights, especially with illusions as well. If there's a lot of illusions, the bomb's going off and taking care of those, and with the dragon at level 6 too, he's taking care of those illusions, so they shouldn't be as big of an issue. Went all the way really from last place, and now I'm at first place. This winning streak has gone on a lot of rounds, which means I'm getting a lot of extra gold, and this is where you can really snowball with Terrorist. I get jumped on the backline. Abyssal Blade turns out to be huge because I stun and take care of that backline Bomb just goes off in time, so I'm going to get that extra gold again. I like going for Rolling Thunder, especially if you're going for a tankier build. Getting it to super is huge, and I get Dragon Form to Gaben, so I'm going to be gaining that Black Dragon bonus. So Juggernaut, he's leading the charts, and he's doing really well. You can see the innate for Void Spirit popping up. He's gaining minimal magic resistance, minimal armor. I don't think the innate is worth it. I still wanted to try it out. Just to see if it's valuable. Again, not the most valuable, but it is what it is. A lot of splash damage happening, so Juggernaut shoots up to the charts, damage charts, and does really well. Also, the Void Spirit build working out really well. Even if Void Spirit isn't the best body, Eye of the Storm, Chicks of the Trade, Inner Fire, they're all doing really good damage. I like getting Ice Path to super, so it's going to be hitting more units. It's going to pretty much go from one side of the arena to the next. So it's I think a really valuable spell. Really helps with the stuns. Checking out my opponent. I've been on a winning streak this entire time. He's got a lot of his damage dealers on the side where my Terrorblade and my Juggernaut are, so I'm shifting my Pudge over a little bit. I'm pretty confident I can hold this out. My Void Spirit is taking care of his backline as well. He had an Omni-Slash build on his backline, but with Tricks of the Trade at super, I'm silencing his backline, so you can see his Terrorblade did absolutely nothing. Giant's Ring, I could go on my Void Spirit, but I like the lifesteal. I could go frontline with either Black King Bar or the Lotus Orb. I think I'm just, to prevent my Juggernaut from getting jumped, I think I might as well just go with the BKB. BKB is always going to be tough to get off. You want to make sure your unit's not casting a lot of spells because they want to get off BKB as soon as possible. So he casts his spells fairly quickly, so it shouldn't be an issue. I find Arc Lightning to Gaben, so I'm going to go ahead and switch it on the Juggernaut, see how it goes. I like what it provides, and I get Sidekick to super, so we get some invulnerability for Terrorblade. So this one should work out really well. Void Spirit causing problems with the silence, Juggernaut doing huge amounts of damage, and I go ahead and finish off my opponent. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget, like this, subscribe to my channel, I really appreciate it. It costs nothing, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.